on, chat. Everybody ready for this? We're gonna... Okay, so far so good on my chat there. It's popping up. We're gonna see how this goes. I need to lower that down, actually. Make an adjustment on that. That is always my Achilles, guys. Is damn frickin' chat. And I would have it tweaked out. I would have this down if it would let me do this, like, unlisted so I can get it tweaked out. But you can only mess with chat when you're public. So maybe I'll do that one day. I'll just go public one day and you guys, if we can just shoot the shit as I figure out how to get this chat to do what I want it to do. That's when you get the negative feedback, because you don't agree with how they think. Turns out Stern was like, "Gotcha, bitch!" I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Maybe they've learned something from every game, and this time, it'll be different. What? What the? I gotta show everybody my wiener. Get my wiener.
I mean, it's basically a Led Zeppelin jukebox with flippers.
The game is going to sell. He just did a mic drop and then walked the hell out of the room. That's big dick energy if I've ever seen it. It's pinball. It shouldn't be too serious. I mean, if you take pinball to a serious level, you get The Godfather.
Lie back down.
I know I'm going to get some hate from those of you out there that are probably doing it, but that's what it is. The back glass says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right there at the top, and 4 inches up, if that, the title's there again. That makes no sense. And I mean, what's concerning to me is that through the whole build process, no one brought it up that, hey, maybe we should make this a little bit better. No one mentioned it. We believe this idea to be the best course of action for us and for you, but mainly because it's gonna cost us nothing.
If he dies, he dies.
We need to find out what these suckers will pay for a crappy product that your toddler drew for us. She draws on a first grade level. And the thing is, I know one of the people over social media has informed me that a lot of the times, at least as of 3 years ago, majority of the things that I would post or say to them was fucking blocked. Why are you promoting and asking for deposits on a game that's still 6 months out? What's up, guys? Here we are. I think that's coming in a little hot there. Let's chill out, Carrie. Turn that gain down just a little bit. Might be coming in hot. How we doing, guys? How's audio? How's video? No stuttering. Audio sound pretty clear. It looks clear on my end right here. Longest intro ever. I know. I got to get you guys all in here, kind of thing, because I'm excited about this game, because I'm mainly excited because this is actually the first time that I've ever been like involved in like a release of a game, kind of thing, to see behind the closed doors. So it's been kind of interesting to see basically the speculations and stuff like that. And I'm definitely curious and interested to see you guys' reactions on this. And let's see here. So when it comes to the chat, we're going to mess with this some more. Oh, man. So let's try to see if the chat works on this one right here. Let me... All right. So, for whatever reason, why is this not up? So if the chat was up on the stream intro, which is weird, or was it the timer? Stream start. There it is. Okay. I need to copy this. Can I paste it in here? Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Freaking chat right there. Go back to me. We're going to figure this out. F it. We're going to do it live. All right. And then let me transition this away from the go on the logo again, as much as I love doing the logo. There we go. Okay. Here we are. On the precipice of seeing, I can pretty much guarantee you this is the most beautiful game you're going to see or have seen. I'm hoping we see better, obviously. But I just want to state that this game is freaking beautiful. And everybody's been hitting me up like, Carrie, so what do you think about this game in comparison to this game? Carrie, what do you think about this game? And, you know, with Alice, the only thing I've commented on is mainly how it looks, because that's all I've had to go on. I haven't seen, like, you know, Melvin set up a camera and do a complete gameplay and stuff like that. Gameplay, I have seen the upper playfield portion. I have seen that. But as far as the lower playfield and how it shoots down there, I don't really know. So when people ask me, like, oh, Kerry, what do you think of the game? I'm like, it's beautiful. It's sexy. That reminds me, I need to bring up this window so I can point out some of the chats. I like to highlight you guys. And we're going to put up a poll here pretty soon. I think that's it. So now that that's in there, and now we're going to try it. Does this work? P-Dubs, thank you very much for the $5. Very much appreciated. Love you a long time. Okay, so what did I do wrong, Carrie? And now I'm getting text messages out the wazoo. This needs to go up front. That's what the problem is, more than likely. For these. Why is it? Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. All right, now let's try this. There we go. Okay, now that's working. You know, I should probably do that stuff in the 3 minutes that you guys have to wait for me to get on here. So, let's start a poll, guys. I want to see where everybody's at. And we're going to go over all the details of what's in this game, how you can get this game, and all that. And then once 12 o'clock hits, which is in 22 minutes, I have a picture slideshow for you and everything. Now, I could do what someone else might be doing, a nice little PowerPoint thing, and then talk over it the entire time. But no, I want to reveal this game to you guys in a peaceful manner, so you can just see how beautiful this game is. Thank you very much, Scott, for the $2 right there. I appreciate it, because definitely I have. How long is it? Okay, I've definitely noticed. I'll tell you right now. Once I play the slideshow, the video is going to be demonetized. And I literally put this slideshow together in the last hour. It was one of those where I'm like, okay, I got the images. Let me put these things together. Let me just kind of do this. And so I can't guarantee that it's going to be a masterpiece kind of thing. Holy crap. Who is this? Who just did this? International Travel Cats. $50. Thank you very much. Meow across the globe. Can't wait to see this pin. Thanks for all you do, Carrie. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I very much appreciated. It makes me feel good that you guys are supporting me. I really do appreciate that. So let's do a poll here. And okay, this is before. I want to gauge before and after. So let's see here. Start Q&A. Do you want this game? And where is my other questions? Is it going to say, maybe it'll do a yes and no for you guys? Or is it just popping up with that? Because it didn't give me an option for yes or no on this damn thing, so chances are it was just crap. Where is my chat? Fail, big fail, yes indeed. In the Q&A, confirm that. Alright, start a poll, that's what we'll do. Q&A, okay, do you want this game? There we go. And then we'll do a yes or no on that. There we go. So, like I said, this is before we see the game. I just want to gauge where everybody's at this point in time. And then after, we're going to see where it goes. This isn't a matter of, like, if you can afford it or whatever kind of thing. This is just a matter of just, at this point in time, how do you feel? With the amount of hype that's been going out, with all this, information that you've heard over the past, couple of months, like, where do you feel on this game? Is this something that you think that you want? Or is it just like, I have no interest at all kind of thing? All right, let me go through chat here. I gotta look under. Let me move this up so I can read chat without having to duck under my microphone. All right, so guys, while we're here, let me first go over how you can go about getting this game. So let me share the main display right here. So these are the distributors for Dutch Pinball. Thank you very much, Jason Brooks, for the $10 donation. Love the content, hoping to bump into you at Expo. Make it a soft bump, but I'll be walking around. All right, so these are the distros for USA and Canada. If you would like to buy this game, orders open up in 18 minutes. Call, email, whatever, your local distributor, or at least the ones that are here. I say local distributor. So in the US and Canada, you've got CoinTaker, Great American Pinball, and Nitro Pinball over there in Canada. And then you have down here Pinball Traders, which is also in the USA. Then in Europe, for you over there in the UK, Pinball Pleasure, Flip 7, Flipper Mania, Pinball Heaven, Pinball Palace, Pinball Parts, Pinball Universe, RO Pinball, RS Pinball GmbH, Sorrow Fliptonic, SRL High Voltage Pinball, Asia is Replay Dubai, and Oceania, Australia, is Acme Pinball. That's a lot right there in comparison to the 3 that we have currently in the US. So let me go to this one because the chat's not on this one. So I got to add it to this one. Paste reference. There we go. And then I'll make it bigger. Chat is still not what I'd like it to be, but you know what? It's there. But in the end, this isn't about me. This isn't about chat. This is about showing off the new game. Electric Wizzy, thank you very much for the $10 donation right there. All right, so that is how you can order this game, is by contacting one of those distributors. Orders are going to open up in 16 minutes. If you're on my Patreon, all these photos that you're about to see are going to be immediately dropped. If you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, this slideshow that you're about to see on here will be dropped. I believe that. Yes, I got that set. All right. So I know that the guys at DPX, especially Melvin, are super anxious, excited, nervous, because he's put a lot of time, years, and effort, and obviously money, of course, into what you're about to see. So, let's go over some of the details of this game right here. Let me bring up this documentation right here. Do I want to save this? Okay, so before I close this window down, let me specify. Look, the price is going to be $12,500 US dollars. Okay, so let's just—I'm looking at the wrong camera. God, this is the joy of looking at 2 different cameras. So look, $12,500 or $12,499. Okay, that's the price of the game. When it comes to calling and reserving your spot or pre-ordering, there is a $1,500 deposit required. Now, onward a little further into that deposit. Man, I'm got purping up. On with that deposit. If your game is not delivered January 1st of 2026, you get that money back, no questions asked. The games will start being built and shipped this coming January. So I just want to get the facts out so that way there's no questions about what's going on. Nap Arcade, he's going to drop his right there at noon also, so he's going to have all the pictures and all this information as well. No, the reveal is not for another 15 minutes. So there's always a question about like, oh, when am I going to get my game? When are they shipping? And how's that deposit system and stuff like that work? And another thing also, if your distro requests full money payment, like right now, instead of just a $1,500 deposit, you need to contact Dutch Pinball. They will shut that shit down. They do not want these distributors taking full payments, only deposits. So keep that in mind. They are very adamant that the distros do not take full payment. All right. So also, there's going to be 3 games at Expo. 2 games for sure, definitely on the floor for that Friday. And the third one, they're going to bring it out on, I believe, on Saturday, because they're probably going to have the first machine like in a secluded room by itself or whatever for the time being. They're going to gauge if they need to bring the game out or whatever, or use it as a backup. It's one of those, they're going to kind of see how it goes. And depending on how long the lines are for these 3 games, they're going to adjust it to maybe a 2-ball gameplay instead of a 3-ball. They don't want people waiting in line for a long time to experience this game, guys. Props to anybody that noticed my shirt was Half-Life. One of my favorite games, guys. All right, so here we go. I don't know. I don't want this one. Let me go to the other one. In-depth game details. So, and this isn't going to be like too revealing for you guys about what you're about to see kind of thing. This kind of just gives you a better idea of what's in the game. So, here we go. Because a lot of this you kind of already know when it comes to an upper level play field and stuff like that. So, Scott, coming in again with the $2. Thank you very much. Love you long time. I got all these windows up and I need to highlight that. Hello from Schaumburg. I'm already in line. Okay, let me end this one right here. So as of right now, there we go. End the poll. So 55 currently before seeing the game, 55% say they want this game. So 55 to 44 with 176 votes. And then after we do the reveal, we're going to do the same poll. And we're going to see if that changes. Franchi, I'm not dodging you or dissing you, but yeah, you throw me cash on a monthly basis, man, we're good. Let's see here. Yeah, why is that not showing up on top? There we go. All right, so more details about the game, and then we got 12 minutes until I show you what this game looks like. Look, okay, launch the ball and enter the world of Alice. I'm gonna go over here to this screen, so that way I'm not looking away from you. All right, flippers and playfield. 2 flippers and multi-level playfield. Mini upper playfield features 2 Magna flippers. Okay, guys? So this is going to be kind of similar to your Twilight Zone, but the playfield's going to be bigger. I think this is going to be a portion of the game that's going to be a little challenging for people at first, because you're going to have to figure out, when do I hit the Magna flipper buttons to make the ball do what I want it to do? It's going to be unfamiliar territory. So I think that's definitely going to be the challenging part when you first play this game. And as far as getting up to the upper play field, it's not just a simple hit a ramp and you're up there. You have to like meet certain tasks in order to be eligible to go up there. And who knows, maybe you have to like, be like eat me or drink me or small or big or whatever and stuff like that to get up there. That's code-based stuff. And that's something else I wanted to specify, is that the code is pretty much done. They've got it pretty much fledged out. Only thing they might have to do is tweaks. And that tweaks is basically going to be based on player feedback kind of thing. So Expo, whenever they start seeing people that are really good at pinball or really bad at pinball play this game, they're going to be like, okay, maybe we need to probably adjust this, or we're seeing too much of this or not enough of that, so we'll adjust it accordingly, kind of thing. All right, so on with what we got going on. Multi-ball modes. There's a 2-ball multi-ball, a 3-ball, and a 5-ball multi-ball. All right, ball savers. User controllable motorized ball savers at both out lanes. This video was already released a couple of months ago. You saw the spiraling discs in the out lanes. That is player controlled. And so you have a flipper button on each side that you use at your own will, and you basically only have a certain amount of time that you can use it. I'm guessing that you kind of build up that time throughout gameplay. So that's how that's going to work. I don't know much about the code, guys. So, lighting, fully RGB lighting for both general illumination and inserts. All right, let's go over some of the special features. Powder-coated side rails, leg, lockdown bar, coin door, and and speaker panel frame. So that's something also that you don't typically see a lot of times, especially with Stern when it comes to coin doors. They're not powder-coated. This one's going to be powder-coated. All right. Illuminated laser cut apron. So this is something also that's going to be listed on here. You're going to see the apron, and it might look plain, but that's merely for this promotional video and stuff like that. There's nothing on there, but whenever you get the game, it will come with magnetic decals that you can put on the apron. So if you look down at the apron and you're like, oh, it looks kind of plain, that's merely just for the promotional purposes, but you're going to have magnetic decals that you can and put on there. So, fully 3D sculpted and hand-painted art plastics by Lior, designed with art and direction from Melvin. Industry first. You've seen some pictures already of the Jabberwocky and the Flamingo and stuff like that. Every plastic in this game is sculpted. There is no flat, layered level, just simple plastics. This is why they kind of suggest that this game may not be ideal for locations. If you want a location, you want it, by all means, go ahead. Because there's basically, it's not going to be like 100% confirmed that there's not going to be ball traps. But they have been playing the game for over 6 months, and they haven't had a ball trap or a plastic break. All right, 3D sculpted shooter handle. I'll let you guys see that in the upcoming video. 3D sculpted animated topper. All mirror polished ball guides, which I love shiny metal. So to see these ball guides in the metal and everything just reflects everything, very sexy looking. Motorized Jabberwock arm movement. Hidden magnet under the main playfield that interacts with the ball. Physical 3-ball lock under the playfield. 3 pop bumpers. Now the interactive elements. We have full RGB interactive side rails. Now these side rails, as I did a hint image of this one not too long ago, was even released on Naps Arcade. The illumination underneath your side rails, or the writing and everything, is that the script, that's completely customizable to the user. So if you want it to always be blue, if you want it to always be yellow, always be red, whatever, that is up to you. That's your choice. Full RGB lit up shooter lane plastic. Special app created by Stumbler to customize your own RGB light show for the side rails. That's something that's going to be kind of an industry first. Also, is that DPX is working with Stumbler on basically giving you modders out there the ability to integrate your mod into the game. So a lot of industry firsts that you're going to see on what's going on with this game. All right, visual quality, non-reflective playfield glass. Non-reflective translight glass for richer colors and 90% less glare than a conventional translight. This is also an industry first. They didn't have to go the extra mile and extra money and effort into this particular glass. Every company can technically do this, but they don't. So this is also going to be an industry first for this. Direct art printed mirror blades, also an industry first. You will get to see some of this in the upcoming slideshow and videos. Hand-drawn artwork, additional features are going to be fully integrated shaker motor, magnet-plated apron scorecards, which I mentioned earlier, Rule set is interesting enough for the experienced player, yet understandable for the casual player. And the games are going to be individually numbered 1 through 500. So, there is your in-game, in-depth details, and I'm sorry if I have missed a whole bunch of what's going on in chat, guys. Is everything going okay? I mean, like, is audio seeing Christopher and just saying he's seeing glitches, so I just want to make sure everything's okay on this end. We're creeping up on 5 minutes. 5 minutes for the full reveal, guys. Now, I want to preface this video that you're about to see that the music that's in the background is not the in-game music. But from what little in-game music I have heard, it is very good. Very little. But from what I'm hearing, it's got the mystical fantasy type, but also in one other track, a really powerful, especially during when you're battling like the Queen and the Knave of Hearts and stuff like that. All right. So, I cranked to start my internet. So, I'm definitely curious and excited to see your guys' reaction on this. Like I said, I've got the video ready to go on here, and once I see the time tick to 12 o'clock, I will launch that for you guys to fully enjoy. If Kaneda has picks up, he can have his picks up. But I'm going by the master clock right here. We'll do world clock. That way there's no confusion on what's going on here kind of thing. So I'll even have it up right here on my main display. This is where I'm at. This is what time we're in. It's a cat pick at this point. And like I said, he can do what he wants to do. I mean, if he wants to release the images a little bit early, just so we could say he did it first, it's whatever. Am I in on one? Very good question, guys. You're asking me if I'm in on a Alice. I'm not out of one. I will say that. So for me, it's mainly, as you know, I like to play the games first. So that's where I'm at when it comes to Alice. And it's like I think it would be a great piece to have back here in this corner at an angle, so it's always back there just shining and looking all sexy and stuff like that. Be a good background piece, but I also want to enjoy playing the game as well. The game will be playable at Expo, Don. Yeah, that's the plan. I hate to get rid of Arnold back there, but he may have to go. Does Alice eat the ball? There's so many directions I could go with that, guys. But yeah, I got to get rid of this damn racing game. I'm gonna see if I can sell that to my local arcade. No one plays it. The kids don't play it. I bought it on an online auction and immediately regretted it after I bought it. And Arnold, I've had him for probably the longest out of everything I've got here, but it may be time for him to go as well. All right, we're down to 60 seconds, guys. So I'm going to switch to the main screen right here. And as soon as this bad boy hits 12 o'clock, I'm going to hit play for the video. And I hope you guys will enjoy what you see and what DPX is going to be bringing us right here. Let me zoom in case you guys can't see this damn thing. "30 seconds. Yeah, I don't want to do this prematurely. I'll be all premature in the bedroom all I want to, but I'm not going to premature this. All right, guys, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Was I lying? Is that or is that not one of the prettiest damn pinball machines you've ever seen? And I know that some of you are immediately going to be like, where's the gameplay trailer? Where's the trailer? The trailer is coming here within the next hour, is what I'm told. So bear with them. They're going to get it out. As soon as I get it, and I'm told when I'm able to release it, I'll release it as well. Thank you very much, Stringer, for the $2 donation right there. Feed your head. All right. Exactly. What we don't know yet. I don't even know how it shoots yet. So, now that we've got images, you finally have seen the game. You've almost got full release, gentlemen. Let's do the poll again to see how much it's changed. So, as I mentioned earlier, this game is ready to be ordered right now. Only 500 are being made. I listed off the distros earlier. If you would like to know what distributors are available close to you, then you need to go to DPX's website. I will put a link. You know what? Let me put it right here in the chat in case you guys would like to peruse yourself the distributor list to give them a call and see what's going on. Who did the art? I don't have the artist's name, but he's the same person that did the Big Lebowski. It started with Zombie Yeti, and then basically that was the template, and the artist had to build off from that. I mean, like, I want to gauge right now on the same question I did earlier before the stream to see how many want the game, kind of thing. So this is before you saw what the game looked like. Just again, pictures alone, aesthetics, how much has changed between seeing the game and just having mere anticipation on the game. Thanks for subscribing to the channel there. Price. All right, so the price is US dollars 12,500. $1,500 deposit. That deposit is refundable. I'll click on this stuff. If your game is not delivered by the 1st of January 2026, no questions asked. All these games will be getting built and shipped out starting this coming January. They anticipate to be able to build between 30 and 40 games a month. Hate plastic ramps. That's your typical kind of like, not all J-pop games, but it still has the J-pop feel, I think. Now, how it shoots, I don't know yet. Now, you got to remember, guys, is that let me bring this picture up for the and then we'll go to the pictures right here on the big screen. Okay, so let's go ahead and end the poll to see where we're at. Now, before we only had 176 votes. This is 172 votes. And we're almost at a split 50-50, guys. So 2 more votes than last time. But there is a difference of about 5% that leaned more towards the no. So after the release, 5% out of 176-ish votes changed their mind. Now, we'll see how that goes whenever we get more information and the trailers and stuff like that. That's merely just going by pictures at this point. So, because a little bit of information here. Let me bring this up, because you guys saw it at the beginning of the video. Because some of you don't know this, but this game was basically in the works by John Papaduke. Here we go. And let me go to my main display here. This is what Melvin had to work with, guys. And he stated that if you look closely to this, you can see that, the ramps, they go to nowhere. This ramp goes to nothing. This goes to nothing. So this is what he had. And so he took this and designed a game. So now that you've seen what he had to work with, let me bring up my name over here and go to the high resolution pictures for you guys to ogle at. Why is this not full screen? All right. So let's start with this. What are we thinking about this, guys? Russell Gibson, thank you very much for the $20 donation. Very much appreciated. It's beautiful and would love to play it, but too rich for my blood. Preaching to the choir, man. Preaching to the choir. I mean, it looks good. I'm good. Beautiful, bold, fappable pen. Okay. That's another way to look at it, too. And that's the thing, too. Like, so right here, let me highlight this right here. I was hoping that they would lean into the darker look. You still have a little bit of the darker look, but you're not getting the American McGee I think a lot of you were thinking was going to happen. That's what I was kind of thinking as well. You still have a dark tone to it, but you don't have like the blacks and stuff. You still have the full on color. We'll zoom in on this. And once again, pictures are more than likely not going to do the game justice. Luckily, what is the shooter knob? We'll get to a picture of that in just a second there, Franchi. There's a close-up shot of that, but it's basically like a sword. What's that? A hilt. It's a hilt to a sword or a dagger. This is my favorite side. But I'm a big fan of underboob. The wife knows this. I know this. Melvin definitely knows this after I saw the art package. I'm like, ooh, underboob. So what genre of Alice are they trying to hit? The Disney or the classic? This is kind of like their own spin on it. It's definitely not Disney. Definitely not Disney. So here's the playfield. I can probably get a little closer on this, guys. Take up the whole damn screen. So the ramp that went to nowhere now feeds from behind. But when you look at this, you kind of get the J-pop feel, right? It's one of those where it's like, if you didn't tell me, I would assume that this was, like that J-pop came back into pinball and made this kind of thing. So it still has that spirit for those of you that don't hate J-pop that much. But I think definitely for those that really do like J-pop, like for instance, my wife, she didn't know that she liked J-pop games until she found herself really liking Circus Voltaire and Tales of the Arabian Nights, World Cup Soccer. I'm like, I don't think you know this, but you may have a thing for J-pop games. So I still think that you're getting the aesthetics in a way. But look at these. You got these cards that are like bent over for the croquette and everything. All of these are sculpted. So this shot right here is basically you're going to shoot it upwards and it's going to loop around and then come back down. That's one of only a couple of shots in this game that I can really pinpoint out where the ball goes and what it does. I will tell you also when it comes to the upper playfield up here, the ball originally makes its way up here through this scoop. It shoots out, bounces off of this, and then goes into the out hole right here, the little eject hole, little saucer, whatever you want to call it. There's many names for it. But you're going to be using the magnets to attack these Newton balls, as well as the Knave of Hearts targets right here. Yeah, very reminiscent to the Twilight Zone flippers. So, and the Jabberwocky right here, I forgot which arm it is, but one of these arms moves, and I think it's his right one right here. But one of them kind of moves up and down kind of thing. And here's your ball lock right here. I think the Jabberwocky basically is what interacts with the ball locks, and when you go into battle mode to battle the Jabberwocky, that's when all the balls release into the game. But I think that this game is bringing a lot of things that people have been asking for, guys. Let me segue back over here to me. Like, how long have we been looking at pinball machines, and there's always that, where are the scopes? You know, where's the world under glass kind of thing? I mean, when you look at this, do you not feel like it's a world under glass? I mean, honestly, tell me. I mean, I want to know. From my perspective, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. Let's see how the crowd feels about the scopes. Start a poll. Because these are done by Lior. So let's see how everybody feels about this. Do the scopes look good? I mean, look at this. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not on. It's not on. I'm. I'm telling you to look at something, and I'm like, no, I'm not even. Let's cut to this instead of the segue thing. I want to hurry. So look, you got all this, the mushrooms and everything, and all the like freaking forestry and the roots growing onto the outlanes, all the way to the flippers on both sides. How can J-pop not be involved if they use J-pop's design? Well, he doesn't own it anymore, and it's not entirely his design. Because if you, like I said, if I show you the other image from earlier, they changed a lot of the design. It was merely just a shell of like where ramps would be and where a playfield would be, pretty much. Everything else was kind of put in its place. He did nothing else with this game from just that first revision of the white channel box and all that kind of stuff. After that, he has not had any involvement in this game. He doesn't own any rights to it. He doesn't get any kind of money for this at all. He's done. So here's the apron I was telling you about earlier, and you will have like magnetic scorecard decals that I'm guessing that will slap on to either side of this right here kind of thing. Where are the shots? I know it's something that we don't know how the game shoots yet. It's still questionable at this point. We're getting closer to seeing what that shooter rod looks like. There is the Queen of Hearts right there. Are the magnet flippers on the upper playfield compatible with Twilight Zone? Would peeps be able to use DPX magnet flippers on TZ? I don't know. All I know is that they had to engineer these flippers and magnets and stuff like that, the flipper magnets, so they don't overheat. They've done all kinds of testing to make sure that there's not any issues with these flippers, like overheating or anything like that. So this is something also I mentioned but these are tiny screens in the topper. And this is one of those type of illusions where it looks like this cat is following you. So any way you look at it, it looks like his eyes are staring at you, kind of thing. So it's definitely a creepy factor. The first time I was shown this via a potato cam, I was like, it looks like it's staring at you. I thought it was following us around on this topper right here. And to stress it one more time, because I think people were talking about the music for the slideshow I did earlier. That is not the music from the game. That is merely a trailer that I put together within like 45 minutes to an hour to show you guys, because I kind of wanted it to be where I'm not like doing what I'm currently doing. I wanted your first time to see the game to be just sit back and enjoy the show. I didn't want to do your initial viewing of the game to be what I'm currently doing. So in case you didn't get a chance to see what the phrase says right here, on the sides it says, "If I had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it is, because everything would be what it isn't." So one of the worries right here is someone states, let me bring this up. Biggest worry is manufacturer. When would we get game? It rightfully so. I understand. I would like to hope that, for a lot of you out there, Dutch has built up the reputation of building games and getting them out to customers. Yes, they had a rough start many, many years ago, but they have since then made things right and people are getting satisfied with their games. When it comes to DPX, like I said, they start manufacturing and getting these games off the line starting in January of 2025. And if you do not have your game by January 1st of 2026, then you get a full refund on your deposit, no questions asked. So, and they say they can pop out 30 to 40 games a month. 500 games. That's the thing I think a lot of people are probably not getting, and why the price is the way it is also. It's like, yeah, you're getting a topper. Yeah, you're getting powder coating and everything. A lot of things that you would see on a Stern LE, but you're not typically going to get the topper and sculpts and all of this shooter rod assembly and everything. This would all be sold separately on a lot of manufacturers. Maybe not JJP, but definitely on Stern. And you're getting it for less than the price of a Stern LE. Yeah, for those that didn't see that, it says, "Plunge me." Scott bringing it in with another $2. Thank you very much, sir. Will this ship before Pulp Fiction LE? You know what? Probably. At the rate that Chicago Gaming Company's going, it wouldn't surprise me. And I think that would be hilarious. I mean, not for you, people waiting on your Pulp Fiction, obviously. So here's a better side view of what the game looks like with the mirror blades. And this is art printed directly onto mirror. This is an industry first. So this is the Jabberwocky over here, but this is the mirror reflection of him right here. And this is all the artwork right here. You've got the White Rabbit, Tweedledee and Tweedledum right here. Can't really see them very well, but they're right there. We will see a trailer for this game here within the next, I would like to say, the next 45 minutes. Let me see if I can get that information for you. I've got Melvin on chat right here. I'll see if I can find out for you guys when we're going to see that trailer. All right. So showing more of this game. 38 minutes. Okay, so the trailer for the game is going to drop at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. Is he going to send it to me or not? All right, so I'm finding out if he's going to reveal it on his own or if I can reveal it here for you guys as well. Don't know yet. We'll see. So this is this side of the game. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but this is a full digital display. But the way they integrate it, it looks like it's real on certain portions of it. So again, you've got artwork, tree, mirror, more artwork, caterpillar. Let me see what's going on with chat over here. So let me go back to me here. See what we're doing here. How is TBL's build quality in relation to Stern, JJP, CGC, and Spooky? Legitimate question right here. Now, I just recently went to my buddy Eric's house. He has the Big Lebowski. And he opened it up, popped the hood up. This is my first time to actually see what it looks like underneath there. From what I saw, I don't know what build number this was, how old this game is, or anything like that. But from what I saw, it looked damn good. And from what little feedback I have seen when it comes to build quality, it is damn good. All right, back to the display, showing you some more art. So here we have another above the playfield view, and then down below, I don't really know what goes on down here. I think there's some targets that you're going to be beating around with, and you have this drop target right here. And I don't know where the ramps go. Like, this one goes up here, and I'm guessing it probably feeds back to your right flipper. I don't know, guys. I'm still in the green on this as well, on how this game shoots and where the shots go. We're discovering that part together, guys. So there you go, Franchi. There's your close up of the shooter rod. I asked about the strength of the material, and he says it is very tough. I don't know what the material is. Oh, yeah, let me end that poll with the scopes. I forgot about it. So 88% of you guys with 154 votes say that the scopes look good. So let's see here. Where was that poll someone suggested me? I just missed it. Start a poll. The audience can predict when buyers will get the game. I predict 7 years. No, this isn't like Dutch, how long it takes them to get their games out. This is DPX. The goal is within 12 months. All right, so now let's see who all has actually ordered a game. Let's see who all has ordered a game. So far, not a lot of you. In this economy, okay, yeah. I'm not sitting here going, guys, why haven't you ordered this game yet? I'm right there with you on the price and everything, but some people want that rarity, that limited game that not a lot of people are going to have. You know, you got your X-Men. Yeah, they finally lowered it down to 811, but I still think that's going to be a game that's pretty obtainable. This is going to be one of those games that's going to be not easily obtainable. And some people want that exclusivity. I think that's one of the reasons why they chose the name DPX for exclusive. They want to make the games a little more pretty and exclusive to a smaller group. The trailer, yeah, okay, that, yeah, I get you. It's not the bad. I'll tell you right now, it's not that it's shady. It's basically been, there's been issues when it comes to getting the, I guess, people that are making the trailer. There's been delays, uncontrollable delays. And so basically the trailer, it's going to be hot off the press type of thing. All right, so let me get back to this screen, and we'll go on to the next picture. So here you can see Midnight Madness. So I think they definitely waited to take the picture on this one. So that tells me that they're going a little bit old school with the Bally Williams and integrating a Midnight Madness mode. So if you're playing this game at midnight, something cool is probably going to happen. Oh, and then here's what it looks like whenever the glass breaks, kind of thing, whenever they integrate that into there. What non IP or public domain thing do you think could be a good potential pinball? I don't know about a non IP because that's the thing, guys. When it comes to like a non IP, those are going to be difficult to sell. I know a lot of you out there are like, why don't they do more original themes? Original themes would sell. Sadly, no, they don't. There are so many valid points that have been done in the past 5+ years that do show that original themes do not sell. Initially, at least. You got to think about this. And this is something I discussed on one of my podcasts that's available on my Patreon, is that whenever you yourself walk into an arcade, and let's just say you're pretty new to arcades, you're pretty new, like, oh, I'm just discovering this for the first time, and you're walking in, you see a row of pinball machines. And you're like walking by and you're like, oh, Mandalorian, I recognize that show. Stranger Things, oh, I recognize that show. And then all of a sudden you see Black Knight and you're like, what is that? Is that a TV show kind of thing? You're going to find yourself kind of skipping over the unfamiliar. You're going to gravitate towards what you know. And so that's what makes it difficult to sell an IP that not people know about, kind of thing. At least in this day and age, whenever we're all about content consumption kind of thing. That's what makes it difficult. Back in, the 90s and the 80s and stuff like that, you could bring out a game called Firepower where no one would think about it. If they brought a game out today called Firepower, you'd be like, what's it about? What's it got in it? What are the assets? What is it? There'd be so many more questions. Just things have changed over the last couple of decades, guys. Gary Hardy, what makes you confident that DXP and J-Pop won't lead to disaster? Both have terrible records. Now, J-Pop has got no involvement in this. That's why I want to state that J-Pop, again, has no involvement in this. He merely had a shell of a game, and that is it. Melvin owns everything. He owns all that stuff that Deep Root at one time owned, that Chris Turner eventually owned. It's all his. He has nothing involved in this kind of thing. He merely took what was started, finished it, and hopefully perfected it. We'll see that when we get gameplay. Now, when it comes to Dutch in general, like I said, yeah, they had a rough start, but they made it right. Talk to the people that have a Dutch machine now, the Big Lebowskis now that are getting their games. They're going to be your best bet on basically quality and stuff like that. So, yeah, TNA did okay. Where's it? Yeah, and that's the thing. That was a rare case, guys, when it comes to TNA. And again, this was one of those games that when it got released, it wasn't one that got snatched up and they all sold out. I remember the first time I saw TNA, the game, Total Nuclear Annihilation, I was like, the game's going to do horrible. Single level, no ramps, looks pretty old school kind of thing. It ain't going to do well. And then I played it at TPF and I was like, damn, this game is awesome kind of thing. And that's what made it good. That's why I said initially on non-IPs or original themes, they don't do well. But it's just difficult for people to have that moment to give it a chance to play it kind of thing. In these days, you need that initial nostalgic grab, that instance of the game releasing, check out Star Wars. I'm hitting my mic. Star Wars or whatever. And it's going to immediately grab someone by the nostalgia hairs and start tugging on them. Nostalgia is a very powerful motivator on getting you to do stuff. Does it come with a version of Voodoo Glass? Yes, there is a non-reflective type of glass that's going to be involved in this game. I listed off those. I'll list them off again for those that didn't catch that. But there's going to be there's a lot of industry firsts in this game. Where was it at? Non-reflective playfield glass. Non-reflective translight glass for richer colors and 90% less glare than a conventional translight. Industry first. Direct art printed mirror blades. Industry first. A lot of industry firsts within this game. Take care. This might sell to 5 people, including Kaneda. I don't know. I think we're going to see more than just 5 sold. But as of right now, let's end the poll. Have you ordered a game? 17% say yes out of 183 votes on that. And this is also before we see video. We're going to see the trailer for the video drop in 27 minutes. And it will be the first time I get to see it too. But I will say that as of right now, this is not going to be no $100,000 trailer that you've seen from Jersey Jack Pinball. Not going to be a lot of quick cuts. This might actually be a little bit of a preference for you guys, and maybe for me too. You're going to see probably a lot of long kind of gameplay to really give you an idea, especially on the upper playfield. Instead of the camera spinning around real fast and you see in one single shot, I think this is going to have like a slow pan, and you're going to get a better idea of how the game shoots up there, kind of thing. What? Hold on, I got a message. I'm like, what? I don't know if he's talking to me on accident or somebody else, but I'm getting messaged here. I'm just like what? Yeah, I think he messaged the wrong person. That's why I'm like, that doesn't make sense. I think that message is probably for somebody else. All right, so what other questions do we have here? How can new pinball manufacturers get a jump start without resorting to making tables with an IP attached to it? All right, first of all, Junior, don't call them tables. This is kind of a pet peeve for a lot of us out there. Just to give you an FYI on there, I'm not going to harp on you. Oh, okay. So I just received the trailer. But I cannot share it obviously until yeah. So sweet. I'll get to share this with you guys in a moment. Excited about that. It's like I would click on it, but I'm afraid it's going to bring it up and it's going to start playing audio and stuff like that. And I was like, we'll wait. We'll wait. I can't share the video yet. The video, they don't want the video shown until 1 for some reason. I don't know. I say 1 o'clock, meaning 24 minutes. So that gives me 24 minutes to shoot the shit with you guys about whatever, particularly this game. Sold out at Great American Pinball. I thought they were always called tables or games or something similar. Games, pinball game, pinball machine is the preferred. But when you call them tables, that leans more towards like the digital version of pinball. And this is just merely just me giving you a little bit of FYI. So if you find yourself at an arcade talking to fellow pinball enthusiasts that have been in it for a while, when you say tables, it's kind of like it's just a quick little. That's not the preferred word. We understand what you mean, but it's just like me pronouncing a certain word wrong, kind of thing. If you always heard me pronounce a word, I don't know, especially or I don't even know what word to say wrong. But like that's kind of what it is when you hear someone pronounce a word like horribly wrong. You're like, It's like, can you not say pinball cabinets? Would that be wrong? No, cabinets are just the cabinets, though. That's just the cabinet. You say a machine, that means like it's a fully functioning like game. If you're just saying a pinball cabinet, then you're just talking about the exterior. Like check out this cabinet. But if you say check out this machine, that's basically saying look at this entire moving part, something that does something cool with the ball. Like your use of whenever. Do I say that wrong? What other words do you guys catch that I say wrong? Any UV ink? Ooh, okay. Good question right here, Chris. All right. So this is something that doesn't get mentioned here, and it's not even mentioned on the details because it's not going to be like a major deal unless you possibly get maybe a UV light or pen lights or something like that. But there is UV ink used on these sculpts. So, something that I think that they're trying to do at Expo, I believe Penlights is going to send a set over there just to see if it enhances the game at all. They're going to try it out because they themselves don't really know how it looks. I mean, they could put a flashlight over it, but they don't have any like UV lights within the actual game to really highlight it. So they're going to like mess around with pen lights to see if maybe that can make it better. But there is UV ink or paint used on these plastics. So contraption is out. Yeah, it's a contraption whenever it's not working, or if you bump your head on it while you're working on it, then it's an infernal contraption. All right, let's go back to some more pictures, guys. And I tell you what, if you want, I'll play the slideshow again, but I don't think you need it. I mean, I'm going through the pictures right now, kind of thing. This is a small little side note that you may not have caught, but the end of the ramp right here, this way. Small details, and then you get to look at the mushrooms and stuff like that right here. These are mainly just showing you close-ups of what these sculpts look like. Lior did an incredible job on this, guys. I mean, if you're looking at these sculpts and you're going, meh, and there's people out there that call me a picky little bitch. I mean, really? So this is something that not noted, but is cool also, is that whenever certain portions of the game dealing with the Jabberwocky, you're going to see this lava look pretty darn cool with the correct lighting LED show that they have underneath it. It's going to look like actual, like, you know, flames or flowing lava. It's going to have a really cool aesthetic to it. I'm hoping that the video that they show kind of highlights that. And these are little bitty LEDs on these posts. There will be spares in your game just in case. But like I said, they've been beating on their game for over 6 months, and they have not had any bulbs go out or any plastics break. But these run on like 2.5 volts, so they don't really, you know, consume a lot of energy, and so not a lot of heat. So therefore, they should last for a very long time. So there's just some more images right there. Let's see what we got going on in chat. Phallic mushrooms. No wonder you focused on those. Oh! Jay's got jokes. Do like a good mushroom. Burger. Sorry, I need to work on my pauses a little bit better. Someone should try to put holograms on a playfield. I mean, you kind of get that in Pinball 2000, don't you? To an extent. Would I buy this or get Avatar? This has been a question that's been asked to me before I've seen the gameplay, and I still haven't seen the gameplay. Now, that's what I'm hoping to get whenever, you know, this video drops. We'll get a better idea how it plays. But honestly, I think I'll enjoy this game more than Avatar because it looks like it's going to play a little bit old school. And for me, aesthetically, it looks better. I think it would look better sitting behind me than Avatar. I'm not an Avatar fan. I look at Avatar and I'm like, okay, it's a game that exists. Can I show the back glass some more? Yes. Let me bring up the back glass here in a second. Let me get back to the images right here. Jabberwocky. His arm moves. I just don't remember which one. I think it's this one right here. I think this one like moves up and down. Maybe we'll see that in the video as well. Cheshire Cat is above the scoop. This is going to be similar to a lot of games that you play. When you go into the scoop, the Cheshire Cat comes out and you basically choose between one reward or the other. Like, oh, do you want to multiply your bonus or do you want to add a ball or whatever kind of thing? You're going to need to make a decision that he will randomly bring up. That's what I got out of what I've seen so far. But I could be completely wrong. But I know that one of the segments that I did get shown, that was kind of like of what he does. It'd be kind of cool if he also did things that screwed you over because it's a mystery sometimes. Like he'll bring up a bag and you don't know what's in the bag. So it's like, do you want your multiplier to go up or do you want a bag of mysteries? And the bag of mysteries could be something really good. Or what if it like was also something that could be really bad? I think that would be good. The risk versus reward type of thing. You're like, do I want the guaranteed X multiplier, or do I want to take a chance for an add ball but end up getting, I don't know, points deducted or something? That would be interesting to where you're just like, I'm gonna risk it kind of thing. A little bit closer view of the Cheshire. ME is over here for the Eat Me. I think the Eat is on the other side of the playfield. Yep. Eat. And then here's the sculpts of the chessboard right here. Is the red queen on the playfield? That's a good question. We'll get to the playfield here again, and we'll look at it again. I know she's behind this scoop up here. If you look above it, if we ever get to that point of view, she's up here behind the scoop. But if she's on the lower playfield, I do not know. And there's your ball lock. All right, guys, let me hold up because, like I said, I was sent this link. Which screen are we on? I want to make sure I don't accidentally show this before I'm supposed to, kind of thing. Where's it at? Oz. Okay. So what I'm doing right now is that I'm getting the trailer ready for you guys. I'll tell you right now, the trailer is 2 minutes and 42 seconds long. Do you think the upper playfield will be timed, or can you keep the ball there until it gets out of it? I think it's going to be challenging, Junior, when it comes to keeping the ball up there at first. Because I've seen playfield footage of the upper playfield and how it plays. And it's one of those where I think it's going to be a little bit of randomness kind of thing. If you fall off the playfield before accomplishing the task, then you've got to work your way back up there again. No, what you just saw, the slideshow and stuff, that was all me. I did that. The music and everything is not. What you're going to see now is not now, but in the next 14 minutes is the game. I'm even going to upload this to my channel as well, guys. And I'll release it at the exact moment that I'm able to. Because Dutch Pinball, they've got their own YouTube channel, but they haven't posted anything in like 9 years. And I'm wanting to get this video and all this information out to as many people as possible, kind of thing. So I'm merely just definitely helping them out here. Let's see here. I'm just keep trying to keep an eye on chat. Just the OnlyFans version of Alice. It is not the OnlyFans version of Alice. Where did I just put that? Show and folder. Where are you at? Right there. Okay, what the hell? All right, so I'm uploading this to my channel right now, guys. And I'm going to add some stuff into the comment section right here, mainly distributors and stuff like that to their website. You guys like my mechanical keyboard? You're probably picking that up on the damn microphone. If you play and like X-Men, would it be enough to replace one of the games in your game room? Maybe. Uh, very possible. It's like I haven't even pursued any more interest in X-Men, honestly, since the latest stream from Jack Danger. That's all I've seen. I'm like, I'll play it at Expo. I don't need to watch a bunch of gameplay kind of thing. I think I'm good for right now, especially since the code is still in the works. And I know they changed the music, but I still don't know if I like what they've changed it to. I know it's got a little bit more of a beat to it, but I don't know if I like it yet. All right, let me put their distributor list on here so that way people know where to go to get this game. All right. Bear with me, guys. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally check the wrong box over here and make this thing go public early or anything. We're ticking down to 11 minutes. No, I do not want to monetize this. Next. For the love of God. So, I mean, how's everybody feeling about the game right now? I mean, like, so I know we're counting down. We're about to see the trailer, and I think that's definitely going to see another shift in what people think about the game. Is this going to be something that it looks like it would be fun, kind of thing? Let me make sure I'm not on the screen right here. All right. Schedule. So I'm going to have this scheduled to release. No, that would have been bad. That would have been bad. Okay. All right. So this will release officially on my channel as well in 10 minutes. Bam. Okay. So that's set. But now I'm also going to have it to where we can watch it here for the first time because it'll be the first time that I'm going to be seeing it as well for you guys. Thank you very much, Paul, for getting everybody enthusiastic about what we're hopefully about to see. All right, get this over here. Get this right here, and then I need to sit. I don't know why I've got these headphones on, because they just died. They literally just died. Like, didn't even give me a heads up. They were just like, yeah, we're done. I think it's because I didn't have any audio playing. Ugh. All right, so along with that, I need to update this. Don't do that. Change it from the slideshow to the trailer. Don't loop. And okay on that. All right, so I am primed and ready to go for the trailer to drop in 9 minutes. You will see it here, but I will also have it just go up on my YouTube channel as well at the same time. And if you're wanting the high resolution images, I'm pretty sure that Nap at Nap Arcade has got an article up. He was supposed to release that at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. But if you are on my Patreon, I've released all the images. They're up on my Patreon and open to the public as well. All right. By all means, or anything like that, utilize Carrie Hardy phrases to take shots while watching our friends. Really? This is one of those things where I don't know if I say certain things a lot, because I don't know if I do it. But if you watch me a lot, then you catch on, kind of thing. I don't doubt that I have certain mannerisms or certain things that I say. The game looks beautiful from artwork standpoint, but how is gameplay? That is what we're hopefully about to find out. This is something else. Let me switch this camera. So this is something else, guys, that we're going to be finding out Wednesday, probably around 6 or 7 Central Standard Time. I believe it's going to be me and Kaneda and Melvin from DPX. We will be on stream talking with him, asking questions. He's going to go through a lot of the code and show us what's going on a lot with the game and all that stuff and junk. So by all means, I encourage you to join in on that. I don't have a hard set time for when that's going to happen, but when I do, you'll know about it. Oops, wrong camera. Yep, I know I say that. All right, that's enough of you guys pointing out things that I often say. It's enough. Quit picking on me. I'll show you guys the cup I got. In the meantime, do you have any info regarding the code, animations, and callouts? Says Hector. Hector, we're going to see and hear animations and callouts here in the next 6 minutes. As far as code, it's complete. It will need polish over time with people get on the game and they find exploits, bugs, or whatever, but the code is essentially done. Bring out the wiener dog. Not just yet. Maybe towards the end of the stream. They're outside right now enjoying the nice weather we've got going on here in Texas for a change. So once again, I've got the current local time set up here for where I'm at, and we're at 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Who is coding, animating, etc.? A lot of this is going to be done via Melvin. A lot of this game has been done by one guy, Melvin. Paul Molinardi coming in hot with the $20 donation. Thank you very much, Paul. One of my longest patron supporters, actually. I think he might have actually been my first. How about that, Paul? I lost my virginity, my Patreon virginity to you, I think. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Yeah, I know about the Motorola and the Williams logo. Have you seen Pin Sound or making Pin Vision mods for the speakers on the Stern Spike games? Yes, this was shown at TPF. That was a big surprise to me as well. That looks pretty cool from what I've seen. Four and a half minutes. People are starting to count down on this one too. I'll bring up the local time again, and we'll do a countdown together, and we're gonna watch this together. I haven't seen it yet either, so I'm kind of like curious as well on this. Trout24, the $10 donation. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. So I will say that I'm pretty sure that the music that you're going to hear in this trailer is going to be the music that's in the game. And I think you're going to like it, honestly. I'm not too worried about the longitude, latitude thing or whatever stuff. People know I'm in Texas. Texas, Jay! You told me I was your first, you animal. I didn't know you were in chat, Jay. I was thinking of you the whole time. Oh, man. 3 minutes and counting, guys, for the trailer. Well, what do I know? I like the music in X-Men. Oh, I take another jab at the X-Men soundtrack and something that Christopher Franchi's working on, guys. I don't know when he's releasing it, but he's working on something, and you'll hear me at one point. I take another jab at the X-Men. The final countdown. I do wish pins were cheaper, though. Don't we all? That way I could have my entire room filled. 3 at the moment, and I need a few more. That is the hard and sucky thing about the damn pinball machines, is that they like to be in groups. You get one, you're like, I'm good. And then something happens. That bug bites you. And you're like, what about another one? That wouldn't hurt. What's just one more? And then next thing you know, you got this bullshit behind me. And then mine's just, a little bit above average. Then you got people that have double digits and more kind of thing. And that's just like, I don't know. If I had the room, I would have more, but I don't have any more room. That's why I've got to get rid of stuff in order to get Alice, if I choose to get it. Can we go back to 2010 prices? Without a doubt, man. I remember I was eyeballing a Meteor for like, I don't know, it was like $300 or $400. I was like, yeah, I want to get this game. Any visual ball locks? Virtual locks, I'm guessing you wanted to say there, Battle Buddy? No, there's a 3-ball physical lock. Magnet flippers in the upper playfield. Yep. 1 minute and counting, guys. I'm excited. Finally going to get to see what this game looks like, I don't know, in motion. I don't know how much gameplay is going to be on it, though. Will I be able to play Alice at church? Maybe. Depends on what church. 30 seconds, guys. All right, let me switch over to my main display right here. And then let me get the video ready to go over here. And then we'll skip over to it to see the Alice in Wonderland full trailer. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Skill shot! Oh dear, I shall be too late.
Mad Hatter.
Oh, jackpot, Alice, jackpot!
Welcome, Alice.
Wow, that's magic!
Off with their heads!
Get out! Get out!
Outplane safe.
I'm more than just a pretty face. Gods! Gods! Who stole the tarts? Was it you? Is that all you got?
I am the Jabberwock. Ball one locked.
Wow, you're brave!
Multi-ball.
They're all mad here.
Oh, have you ever played pinball before? time for hello goodbye.
Okay, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I watched that without any audio. Remember I said my headphones died? So as the video was playing, I'm like, shit. Let's see here. Trailer made it look worse. What? Audio was rough. Need to actually see the shots. The best call out from me would have to be get out. You missed the bland voice acting. Oh, I'm really, God, man, I got to go in there and look. Damn it. Now you can make me want to see if my headphones will work and we can watch it again. Or I'll make it to a smaller version of it. Let me see. I'll bring it up a different way. Because I want to hear this as well. You guys got me all worried now. Is this audio? Okay, so now I've got this, but I don't think I'm going to have the audio coming through on the right thing. Let me see here. There. That should give you guys the audio as well. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, so audio there. All right, you're hearing it as well. So now this is me just watching it with audio.
Skill shot. Oh dear, I shall be too late.
Mad Hatter.
Oh, jackpot, Alice, jackpot!
Welcome, Alice.
Okay. So the audio needs some work. I don't know if it's the game or just who did the trailer, because I'm like barely hearing the call outs kind of thing as well. I feel like we're not getting a lot of sound effects and stuff like that I think we should be getting in this. So it's like, I feel like, and like I said, this was probably last minute kind of thing, guys. So this, we're going to get more footage and everything like that, I want to say, this week. All right, let me go back to this. But that's me 40 seconds in and what I'm seeing. This is my first time to watch it with audio and everything, guys. All right, let's go back to it.
Wow, that's magic.
Off with their heads!
Get out! Get out!
Outplane safe.
I'm more than just a pretty face. Gods! Gods! Who stole the tarts? Was it you? Is that all you got?
I am the Jabberwock. Unlocked.
Wow, you're brave!
Multi-ball.
They're all mad here.
Oh, have you ever played pinball before? no time for hello, goodbye.
All right, so the trailer definitely is underwhelming, guys. I hear you. I feel like there's definitely, and I don't think it's the game. I think it's mainly who just like freaking put this trailer together. I think there definitely needed more assets when it comes to the sound effects. The callouts didn't seem very loud. I think those should be a little bit more prominent than the music. I do like the music, but I feel like it just felt like it was missing stuff. This may have been a rushed package on this. Like, no, it's the game. I haven't seen the gameplay in person, guys. But I'm hoping that there's more sound effects. I think that's what it seems like we were missing through there. It's like, well, we were getting the music and we were getting the call outs, but you could barely hear the call outs. And with there no other kind of sound effects going also, it was kind of like, I don't know, a little weird. I mean, I did like how the Jabberwocky sounded. He sounded pretty nice with the growl and everything like that. All right, so now that we've seen the trailer, let's do another poll to see where everybody's at on this. All right. Now, guys, let's not try to be like drastic here. I'm curious here, like how much of this like swayed your interest in it, kind of thing. So far, the not looking too good. Ugh. My allergies are acting up. I'm not sniffing glue before that gets started. It's just that for whatever reason, my nasal cavities go, you know what? You don't need air anymore. And they start shutting down. I was hitting up every US distro over the weekend, and now I'm hoping I don't hear back. Oh, man. And again, guys, this is going to be a game marketed for the collectors. Shane Judkins, thank you very much for the $10 donation. I was going to pass, but probably buying now. I'm out. Too much negativity. Thanks, Gary. Probably buying. Yeah. Sniffing glue confirmed. All right. So, how many do we have voting on here? I'm gonna see how many more votes we get. I want to try to make it as even as possible. If you have not voted yet, I want to try to make the polls as evenly as the amount of votes that I've received. So if you haven't voted, kind of get in there. I kind of want to get it around the 177, 178 mark. That's about where all the other votes are at, just to get a feel of what all has changed. Timothy, long time no see, man. I might send you a D-pic here pretty soon just to let you know that I'm still thinking about you. All right, where are we at on the polls? We have 140 votes so far. I'll let that stick up there for a little while. So again, as I was saying, this game is marketed towards the collectors. If an operator wants this game to put in there as a rare piece, then more power to you. This is marketed towards the being exclusive. They're not trying to hit the masses with massive sales and stuff like that because they're only going to make 500. Now, if they have to make 500, that's the real question I'm kind of curious about. Negativity stems from folks not being consistent with takes across the board. Remove price. You're telling me X-Men or Avatar doesn't look better? handwritten message from Melvin on this one. That's pretty funny. All right, guys. I've been going at this for a while now. I don't know how much more information we got to talk about here of interest and everything and stuff. Kind of want to wrap it up because as of right now, there's nothing else to see that I know of. You've seen the pictures. The pictures are available on Nap Arcade. The pictures are available on my Patreon. I'm sure they're spreading all over Pinside and on Facebook and everything for you to see. The trailer that you just witnessed is available on my channel as well as Dutch Pinball's channel. If you want this game, go to their website, look at the distro list, and then add it to your lineup if you want to. Me, I'm going to play it at Expo. Now, hopefully, fingers crossed also, guys, is that I will be doing an unboxing of this. I don't know. We'll see. It all depends on the scheduling, and if things work out and if all the dominoes and everything line up, then I'll do an unboxing. And then we'll get to see this thing up close, in person, and all that. But also a reminder, this coming Wednesday, there is going to be a live stream with Melvin, and I believe Kaneda is going to be joining in on that as well. And we'll get to have you guys ask all the questions that you want, that you need. And he will be going through the game, showing you the shot layout, part of the rule set, and all that stuff and junk and everything that you get. I said stuff and junk again. You know what? That should be a fun thing. I think one night in the future, I'll get a bottle and a shot, and then we'll just sit here and shoot the shit about pinball. And we can have certain phrases that you guys can specify. That if I say them, I've got to take a shot. Because I didn't catch myself because someone mentioned earlier I said stuff and junk, and then I just said it right now, and I'm like, shit. And that's the other perk about this game, guys, is that if there are things that you don't like or you believe need tweaks or could be better, that can easily be changed. This isn't dependent on a license that they're going to go, oh, we could change this music or we could change this call out, but we got to reach out to the license holder and get their approval. There is none of that bullshit. This is them going, this is the feedback we're getting. This is what we need to do. And then they can change it accordingly. So there is that plus. All right, guys. So let's end the poll right there. We're at 160 votes. So again, this started before we saw images at 55% saying they wanted the game. Then once the images were released, we dropped down to, what was it, 49% that said they wanted the game. Now, after a little less votes than we typically have, we got 165 votes currently right now. We're down to 30% say they want the game. It always changes. I click stop, and it gives me a number, and then it comes up over here in chat. It's a number completely different here. I know. It's like 400 people here, and I only get 160 votes, but some people are watching on their TVs or whatever, and it is what it is kind of thing. But all right, guys, let's wrap this up and put a bow on it. I obviously want to say thank you to Dutch Pinball Exclusive for giving me the opportunity to show this game to you guys as it's released, be a part of the announcement, a part of the reveal. It was an experience for me as well. It was fun. I'm looking forward to definitely playing this game and seeing it at Expo. There will be games available. 3 games for sure on the floor that weekend for you to experience. If you do want this game, again, go to the Dutch Pinball's website, and they have a distributor list, and you can get your name on one. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off here and, I don't know, do something else. But, this makes me hope that they don't do Back to the Future as rumored. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that, on what game they announce and when they announce it. I don't know when they're going to announce their next Cornerstone title, but I would recommend that you go to their seminar at Expo. Just a suggestion. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this thing up and put a bow on it. Love you long time.